recent study funded by the Avon Foundation for Women found significant racial disparity in breast cancer mortality rates in many U.S. cities. Here to tell us more about the findings is one of the authors of the study, Dr. Mark Holbert. He is also the executive director of the Avon Breast Cancer Crusade. Mark, thanks so much for being here.
Hi, Natasha. Thanks for having us today.
This is such an interesting study and also hard to read about because when it comes to the D.C. area, basically not good news for our area. Explain why.
Yeah, so the district has a disparity that has grown over the last 20 years, and it's actually a little bit worse than the U.S. national average. The Avon Foundation partnered with Mount Sinai Hospital in Chicago to conduct this study, and we looked at the 50 largest, most populated cities in the country. Of the cities we had data, 39 out of 41 that we studied had a significant disparity as of 2009, with more black women dying of breast cancer, simply because they can't access the treatments and surgeries that we have available.
You're basically saying in the last 15 to 20 years, when you compare the numbers that you're seeing, D.C. as a whole, black women, more white women surviving breast cancer than black women.
Yeah, that's correct. So more black women are dying for breast cancer. So the average around the U.S. is about a 40% disparity. The district's doing a little bit worse, about a 42% disparity, with more black women dying each day. Around the country, that's 1,700 black women a year. In the district, about 20 excess women dying each year. But nationally, that's 5 women a day, 5 black women a day dying of breast cancer.
And it's so difficult to hear because when you think about that technology and where we've come with mammograms, now the digital mammogram is supposed to be able to pinpoint a little bit more than, say, it was, 15 years ago, just because where we are with technology to pick up things. But is it a matter of it all comes down to money and medical access? If you don't have insurance, you can't get to that technology.
Yeah, so it all does come down to access to care. So the Avon Foundation is working very closely here with hospitals in the district. We have our Avon Walk for Breast Cancer coming up in early May here in the district. And we'll fund projects at George Washington University, Georgetown, and the Washington Hospital Center, for example, to make sure that black women can access the latest in mammography, the latest surgeries and treatments that we have available.
What needs to be done to make that happen? So women can have access, can know about, well, first is to know that knowledge is out there, that, this screening process is available, this new thing is out there, and then, of course, how to get their hands on it. What needs to be done?
Absolutely. So we need to educate black women and women of all colors that that technologies are available, that women can survive breast cancer now, and then we need to make sure they have access. So hopefully the Affordable Care Act will improve things over time, but that's going to take a while. So in the immediate future, today people can go to the Avon Foundation website at avonfoundation.org. We have a list of all the hospitals that we fund here in the district, in the greater Baltimore, D.C. area, and throughout the country, and they can look at some of the charity hospitals that the Avon Foundation is funding where they can enable access.
Other things I want to point out in the study, you looked all across the United States, and tell us what the worst city, the highest disparity was. Where was that? Yeah,
so the largest black-white disparity was seen in Memphis, but there was also very large disparities in Los Angeles, Houston, and Chicago. And then the district was a little bit further behind those, but no disparity is acceptable. And today we have amazing technology to treat breast cancer. We need to make sure all women can access it.
Lots of people have high hopes riding on the Affordable Care Act, but in reality, no system, no insurance carrier, no anything is perfect when it comes to access and, of course, paying for that.
Absolutely, yeah, there's no perfect system, but we just have to do a better job. Even incremental improvement could help save lives.
Do you think in certain areas of the city, obviously we have very rich areas of Washington, D.C., we have very poor areas of Washington, D.C., that those areas that are funded by the city, that are funded by the government, where some people go for their health care, need better treatment centers, need better screening centers? What have you found through your research?
Yeah, definitely. So in the district itself, some of the certain wards, as well as some of the counties surrounding Prince George's County, Montgomery County, we do need to have better access to screening services, to treatment services in some of the surrounding regions around the district.
We just got to start yelling about it, right?
Absolutely.
Well, this is a good start. Mark, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, up next on the show, follow us on Twitter because we're posting things left and right. We'll be back right after this break.
Stay connected with News Channel 8 on Facebook and Twitter, anytime, anywhere. Hi, Mary Beth Hoyt here for the Handy Stitch, the sewing solution for today that makes sewing fun, fast, and easy. The Handy Stitch uses the latest micro technology and actually fits in the palm of your hand. It does the jobs that conventional sewing machines can't, so you can sew anything, anywhere, at any time. It has the precision of a small machine to repair delicate fabrics like silk, yet has the power of a big machine to sew through tough fabrics like denim. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, the Handy Stitch is for you. You can even do repairs while wearing your clothes. Repair a pocket without taking your pants off. Fix a fallen hem in the